Hi, I'm Alexander Hamilton.
I'm Doug.
No, I'm Lori. I could never be Hamilton.
No, that's not true. Well, I mean, except that was an actual person in history.
And yeah,
Okay.
there are many reasons I can't be Hamilton.
All right.
This is Level 2, Wednesday Night Hop, Week 2 of October 2016.
October 2016?
Yeah, check out our previous videos.
Yeah.
We decided to talk about tuck turns.
Yeah, so we started with just a review of the 6-count tuck turn.
Yeah.
And then we talked about using it to sort of go through the leader space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just to be really clear about this orientation, our regular tuck turn generally travels forward. And so we did a tuck turn that moved over this way.
Look how much the lead is moving. Use your slow-mo. Figure that out.
Yeah. But then we took it and
we did
messed
stuff.
with it.
So since this is 6 and 8 counts, we talked about how the follows can contribute to the conversation by turning a 6-count move into an 8-count move. And we do that 2 ways that we talked about in this class. One is through our connection. Leads, you know how to end a turn by dropping your hand. As a follow, if I want to keep in that space for a little bit longer, I'm going to go ahead and resist a little bit, tone up, not my fingers, but more like in my arm, to say, don't drop the arm, I'm not done yet. Yeah? So, and the second thing that we do is very visual. I'm being very clear about my steps here. Yeah? So once again, can we do it this way, actually?
Mm-hmm.
No. This way, yeah. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Leads what you're doing here.
So you can do a number of things. If I catch Lori doing that step, I can do her footwork with her and do our regular 8-count footwork, step, triple step, triple step. What might happen more often is that you start doing your regular triple step, and then we talked about last time how you can just add a step onto the end of a 6-count, and you're ready to do another 8-count. So that's step, triple step, step, rock step. And it's important to note that that's not the same as a rock step, that second triple step.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying close to Lori. That was one more time. 1, 2, triple step, step, rock step. So I'm not trying to lead Lori into a rock step until I'm sure that she's done with what she's doing. And then the other really legitimate thing you can do is triple step, hold, rock step. So you don't have to take steps during that time if you notice that your follow is doing something that extends the move. You can just go ahead and hang out in place. And then you can also play around with doing something with her, mess around, kick that.
But notice that none of these moves, these additional 2 counts that the lead is putting in, creates distance. Because as we learned last week, distance is another way of telling the follow that we're going to stop what we're doing and we're going to do something else. So you don't want to basically interrupt your follow, contributing to the conversation, in order to continue with what you were talking about.
Right. So all of that stuff is happening in place. I'm not backing away until I'm ready to do that rock step, until I'm sure that Lori is done with the thing that she's doing.
Great.
So then we moved on to handshake, crosshand tuck turns. Just on the right, it looks like this. Which is, we reviewed it, but that's like something you might encounter in a level 1 6-count. We took that same thing and we went along the left side, which is slightly harder. It looks like this. Notice that I'm staying with my shoulders towards Lori, even though she's coming across my left side, and I have to sort of turn to face her. I'm doing that work to turn to face her because it helps her feel where my body is. Otherwise, it's the same kind of tuck. We're just sort of moving through space. And then we did...
we turned this into an 8-count. So this was a 6-count move. We decided to keep rotating in order to make it an 8-count. Same idea. The hand is up, and so as a follow, I'm engaging a little bit of tone in my arm, not my fingers, to be like, hey, I want to stay under here for longer. You do want to keep your fingers a little bit cupped and loose here so that they can move easily amongst each other, yes?
Yeah, it's really important for both leads and follows not to grab onto the hand during this move. That is just going to get somebody hurt.
So this is what it looked like. We did a 1, 2, 3, a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's our 8-count footwork, and I'm just taking extra turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So those are
it.
the ideas, and then the takeaway at the end was that follows can use this in everything we've talked about. Anything that can be a 6-count can be sort of like grooved into an 8-count. But you had a cute, cool message at the end. If you find yourself doing that all the time,
Yeah, then you should take up leading. You can do it a lot more often.
and sort of the same deal for leaders, right? Like we might extend things from 6 to 8, or like be sort of in control a lot of times. And if you find yourself just totally wanting to take it easy and like not initiate things,
Try following.
Try following. And then the other thing was the different tuck turns we've done. The one that sort of goes out this way.
Sorry.
And then the one that goes back this way. If you take those and mess around with them, you can sort of do a tuck turn in any direction. And the same deal with this guy. If you're moving across your right side, and then you can move across your left side, you can do tuck turns sort of all over the floor. So this should give you a lot of room to move around through your turns and through your footwork while you're playing around with the 6 and 8 count stuff.
Yeah, leads. You can be mobile.
Yeah.
Move around. All right. So that's it for the class of week 2. Check us out. Next week will be week 3.
Woo.
Bye.
Bye.